nice Shelby, Reed. What's it like? I'll tell you what, it's brilliant. It is amazing. It is a lot of fun, but it is so hard to get fuel mileage. Well, this big old V8, I say big old, all you LS guys are like, that's not even a big V8, but it looks big. The deck height is huge, the heads are massive. Being a quad cam, dual overhead, it's pretty beastly. Like I said, it's hard to get any kind of fuel mileage, but it's pretty fun. And honestly, driving my dream car every day is pretty wonderful. And now that I have a dream car, am I gonna dream about other cars? No, I'm just gonna dream about making this one faster. And it's too new to put any parts on it, so I know what you're thinking now. You need to put a pulley on it, which I think the same thing. A JLT cold air probably, maybe some long tubes. Long tubes would be fantastic on this car, but then I have to get an X to match it, and that's like 1,200 bucks. But yeah, it's all gonna happen for sure, and I'm pretty stoked about it, of course. But I really love this car stock. Well, the way that it sits right now, it's a lot of fun to drive. It's got a ton of torque compared to what the 5.0 had. The 5.0's top end was, well, it's pretty beastly. It didn't have a whole lot of low end grunt, but man alive, that thing would wrap out, and it had some tall gears, man, it would just run. But this car is just it's just a completely different animal, really. I mean, it is a Mustang, and it looks pretty similar. The dash is all pretty much the same, except for it says gt500 right there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's the same car. It's just got a different power plant, different transmission, the TR6060, and it's really tame when you're not got your foot into it. I don't know if you can see the boost, but it only jumps up to 5 pounds when I'm at low RPM, so it's not you know, it's not a kick in the pants kind of feeling when you're in the taller gears and you're just kind of cruising. It's just it definitely accelerates, I tell you that, but it's very normal. It feels normal, and the power is so linear anyways that unless you're, you know, at 4,000 RPM and then you just punch it, that's when it kicks you in the pants. But other than that, you know, you're just cruising along and you give it a little bit of throttle here and there, then it does really well, it acts normal, and it's very it's easy to determine what it's going to do just by your foot feed. So it's a good car to drive, honestly. It's, I mean, almost as easy to drive as the 5.0. The 5.0 was a little bit different. It had some weird tendencies. I think it was mostly the tune, but it was an awesome car too, and I'm not taking anything away from it. But this is my dream car, so naturally I love it more. But that 5.0, I wish I could have read them both at the same time and check top end on the both of these two, because I bet that 5.0 would give this one a run for the money on the top end. I think this one would still run it, but it would be a close race. It'd be a good race. But anyways, so daily in this thing, on the highway, which is mostly what I drive, it gets roughly 23 miles a gallon. Now there's a lot of hills going through here, and so it's kind of up and down, and it gets from like 21 to 23, which is just, it's awesome for 500 horsepower. And so I'm very impressed with it, honestly. In town's really hard to get mileage because in the lower gears you just barely hit the throttle and you're in boost, and so you want to be in boost all the time. It just makes you feel good about yourself, and it gives you the tingles every once in a while, and it just, you know, the seat of your pants feeling that you look for in a fast car, and that's what this thing does for me. So it's hard to get any kind of in-town mileage, but it is it's a good cruiser on the highway, and you can cruise it in town too. It's just a lot harder, and giving this thing a little bit of throttle still sucks gas pretty good. I think my average in town on an easy day is like 17. So it's not real economical in town, but it's not supposed to be. It's really not supposed to be a daily driver either, but I love it. And why wouldn't I drive it every day? Life is too boring. Life is too short to drive boring cars, and I believe that absolutely. And but one of these days we'll get under the hood and we'll do some playing. But yeah, just an update on how she does, man. She cruises so well with that super tall 6th gear. We're running 1750, just under 1800 RPM, and the speedometer is actually off at off by like 3 or 4, because it's got 20s in the back, 20-inch wheels, and the profile is just a little taller than the stock 19s would have been, so it runs a little faster. But other than that, it's just, man, it's such a good car, and I'm so happy with it. I mean, happy with it, which you probably already know that if you've seen any of my other videos, which if you haven't, go check out the one I just posted. There's a pretty wicked burnout in there. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you kind of an update on how she's doing. She's doing fantastic, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll have some more Shelby content and Corvette content coming soon, which I'm sure you guys think is just crazy. I have 2 awesome cars at 25 years old, and it's funny because they're both dailies. But yeah, we know how to party. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.